Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Thank you very much for being here. There are a few Hi sir. There are a few videos that I've been meaning to do for YouTube, and it's time to actually get them out the way because you guys ask these questions the most, so I thought why not actually do a video on it. So my frequently asked question is basically the reason for my move from Canada to Jamaica. A lot of people generally would want to do the opposite. They would want to move from Jamaica to Canada. It kind of baffles people what I've done and what my family has done, and I wanted to put this little video together to just give you guys a little bit of insight then, because not too much, okay? So there are a lot of reasons and a lot of things that came into play with the decision to actually move back home. A lot of reasons why we came to that actual decisions to move from Canada to Jamaica, and I can just give you guys a little bit, and this is not all, this is just basically right off the bat. So first and foremost, to give you a background story of myself, I moved to Canada around 12 years ago. My daddy lives in Canada, and we moved just after I ended high school. So just after grade 11, I migrated to Canada and I lived there. I went to university there and I worked there, and I even had my kids there. So I've been there for a bit of time. Basically, I'm a citizen of Canada and I'm a citizen of Jamaica. So I am both dual citizen. So as I was saying, a lot of things played into part, and I feel like the most important, basically where my life is right now, this is just the best decision for me. And let me give you reasons why I think so. So for my kids right now, I feel like the education system in Jamaica is better for them at this stage that they are right now, because I know the system that I went through when I was going to school in Jamaica, and I just think that it is helping them a lot more. Now everybody is different obviously, but just for my kids, right? Next is the food. Not really the food, but like the atmosphere of being in Jamaica, it just feels different, and I feel a lot happier and healthier being here. The overall standard of living, basically not even standard, quality of living that I experience in both country, they are different. In Canada, I would never say that I hate Canada. Canada is a country that I love. I lived there for a long time, and there's a lot of things about there that I love, and I do miss some of the things there. Just like how when I'm there, I miss a lot of the things that are in Jamaica because I was born here. Somebody sent me a twang. Come on, I lived in Canada for a long period of time. This is literally how I talk. This is how I talk. But not twang, me I talk how I talk. And I will always express myself like how I feel to express myself. And this is based on my journey and my experiences and what brought me to where I am right now, right? I realized living in both countries, right? The spending towards, living and stuff is very similar. I know a lot of people say living abroad is cheap. In my experience, it is not cheap. You still have to work hard. You still have to have enough money to do everything that you want to do. In Jamaica, it is the same. You still have to work hard, and you still have to have enough money to do what you want to do. Another one of them, and that is housing as well. So in Canada, we're not own a home as yet. We were still renting, and a lot of people abroad are renting right now. That's just a fact, and that's the reality. And when I looked at the rent that I was paying in Canada, I think I said this in a video before, and then I compared it to the rent that I would be paying being here in a bigger space for my kids that is healthier for my kids. It was cheaper. So it was cheaper to rent in Jamaica than in Canada. I don't know, but when I'm in Jamaica, there's just a different feeling that I don't know how to explain. It's also a feeling that I get to be closer to God. I don't know, but it's just how I feel, more constant, more, yeah, I just feel closer to God when I'm out here. Being in Jamaica is my ask. That's something that I asked my husband for, and he gave this to me. I'm not gonna say that he doesn't love Jamaica. He does love Jamaica. He loves being here as well. But if it was up to him, we would still be in Canada right now. So this is definitely mostly my ask for right now. and it has helped my mental health so much. Like, I am the type of person that try to focus on my mental health and try to be as grounded as possible, and it is the easiest to be grounded here in Jamaica, to feel more connected to everything around me. That's just the truth. The kids have improved in school so much. Honestly, like, I have seen that myself, and that's something that I am so grateful for, because I just think that they need it right now, especially in that the stage of their life, like their development that they are at this point. I get access to go to the beautiful beach whenever I want. Like, this country has so much. I'm just more present when I'm here. I'm more present with myself. I'm more present with my family. And at the stage that my kids are right now, they need the mom that I am while I'm here. They need me to be happy. They need me to be there for them. And it does take a lot out of me to actually be there for my kids all the time. So prioritizing my mental health is going to always be on top of the list, because parents know that your mental health will affect your kids. No matter how you say it, no matter how you put it, it's just the truth. How you are, your state of mind is going to be affecting your kids. For right now, being in Jamaica helps my mental health, so obviously it helps my kids. This is another question that I get asked a lot since moving back to Jamaica, and it's basically the price comparison of cost of living in Jamaica and in Canada. I have said this a few times, but I do believe in a lot of areas the cost of living, it works out to be very similar. It works out to be pretty similar, the same. Where some food are concerned, like junk food, fast food, those I do see they are cheaper in Canada. For me, I've experienced that. McDonald's is cheaper than burger joints out here. But box food does work out to be cheaper. So it's like there's some things that are cheaper, and then some things that work out to be the same type of price, and some things that are more expensive in Jamaica that are cheaper in Canada. So that's why I say that it works out to be pretty much the same when you're thinking about spending overall wise. For maintenance for myself, it works out to be a little bit cheaper, because to do my hair out here is a little bit cheaper. To do my maintenance for my eyelashes, that works out to be the same as what I pay in Canada. But when it goes to snacks are cheaper here for the kids than they are in Canada. Another big thing is daycare. Daycare is, I find, cheaper in Jamaica. Not that I use it, but I do see the prices that are out there. And in Canada, like, that's why I always say this too, you see, anything that you're going to do, you have to think about where your family are at that point, because you know that if you have younger kids, you're going to need to have to put them up to be able to work. You're not going to be able to just work with them, right? Not most of the time. That's like one off. So then you have to plan for that, you have to prepare for that, and you have to know to do your research. You have to know how to do your research, and you know that in countries like Canada, childcare is more expensive, daycare is more expensive. Daycare is just getting a subsidy for lower income families in Canada, but still it works out to be more expensive. Those are things that I'm talking about, because usually when you're going away, you're moving away to work. So to move away with young kids to work, it is more difficult, and you just have to think about that. When I go to the farmers market, like when I go to the market in Jamaica, it is a lot cheaper for me to get a lot of organic and just natural farm to table stuff than in Canada. In Canada, when I'm going to the organics area, like, it's going to be more expensive, and it is Canadian dollars. It is more expensive, and it's not farm to table. It has gone through so much usually to get to where we are. You get what I mean? So stuff like that I think about a lot, and I am grateful to be here now. I am grateful to be able to be living here again. And I always say this, but a lot of people make it seem like living in Jamaica is somehow so crazy, when it is a beautiful country and it has a lot of opportunities still that are available. You know what I mean? If you move away, if you're being honest with yourself, when you move away, you work hard in another person's country. You work hard, you push out the energy, and you do multiple jobs in another man's country. But when you're in Jamaica, you just relax and you sit down and you just expect that opportunities are just gonna come into your hand. Like, you have to work just as hard, you have to grind just as hard, you just have to push just as hard to be able to afford the standard of living here, because living in Jamaica is not cheap. To be able to afford to live in Jamaica is not cheap, just as to live in any other country is not cheap. You get what I mean? So if you don't put in the work to be able to, me not have a rich family, I don't know about you, but maybe I have some rich family where you can back your standard life and back the living that you want to live. But I don't have that, so I have to work for that, and I have to build that for my kids as well, so that them can say, oh, you know, my mom actually did this for me, or my dad actually did this for me. Because really and truly, me and Gavin is a team. Everything that we do together. And I am grateful for that too. Like, grateful for the type of relationship that I have and the support that I have, and for him to see the difference in me when I'm here, and would rather that version of me being here. And obviously a time will come when he wants to move back to Canada, and I am going to agree, because if him say that, I just that we have to work with, and that's just the truth. If you want to see, you know, life in Jamaica, what it looks like from my perspective, then definitely subscribe and follow the page. I have other social media page that I use my TikTok, I use my Instagram, and I have taken the time to build those platforms. So I really want to take the time now to build my YouTube platform, because we don't get paid for our content as Canadians or even Jamaicans. We don't. So to do something that I love to do, or to continue to do something that I love to do, it would be nice to see some rewards, if you know what I mean. So that's why I'm going to be putting the time now to build this channel and to see where it can go. And actually it takes time, effort, and energy. So I am loving the growth that I am seeing so far. I have seen 100 subscribers in less than a week, and that is something pretty tremendous, I think. So I'm very thankful for you guys, and also continue to let me know the type of videos that you want to see, because living here is like me forgot to me miss when me not live here. If you know what I mean. But yeah, thank you for watching, and continue watching, and just let me know what you want to see in the next video. I think I'm going to be doing a Q&A next, where you guys can ask questions and I answer in a video form. What do you think about that? Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. This was weird to be sitting down and talking to my phone, but I think I will get used to it.